After enabling these 4 switches, for all workloads in your environment, if you have set the collecting annotations for promises monitoring before, the promises metrics will be automatically discovered and covered by collected by Datakit. For subsequent newly deployed workloads, you can also add fields like this. Add those fields that complying with Prometheus official annotation specifications during development to activate the auto discovery function. And the second collection mechanism is the Datakit instance monitoring mode, which is specifically designed for new environments that have not used Prometheus before, or for those users who want to reduce the workload of annotation and configuration and management. In this mode, you do not need to edit and manage the annotation for each workload. All auto discovery strategies are centrally configured and managed in Datakit. And this method can simplify the configuration work of the auto discovery function. You only need to configure and manage Datakit to implement the auto discovery function in your Kubernetes cluster. To use this instance monitoring mode, first you need to ensure that the 4 configuration switches we talked about earlier in the inputs, the main configuration block, are all set to false. And then configure the inputs Kubernetes .instance block in detail. The structure of the instance configuration block for each instance is shown on the right. The public configuration part is responsible for providing the basic information required for auto discovery for the currently configured collection instance, such as the type of workload, Kubernetes workload to be collected, the namespace or the label selector combination where the collection target is located, and the acquisition path of the Prometheus metrics. And this configuration, taking the snapshot here as an example, this configuration means that you want to collect the metrics of all pods with the workload type pod and the label containing app equal to ngx in the namespace of middleware. And for the rest of the configuration items below, if the Prometheus metric collection path provided by your workload has been customized, like instead of using the default metrics here, you are using /myapp/metrics or other paths, you need to modify the collection path in the path field. And if the prompt exporter configured for your workload requires the collector to carry specific headers for metric collection, you need to configure the required headers combination in the HTTP headers configuration block to ensure that the Datakit can connect and obtain the data normally. And if your Prometheus exporter requires access authentication, the instance.auth field will allow you to provide the required authentication information for Datakit to access to the Prom exporter, including the bearer token or the HTTPS protocol related certification configuration. And of course, the certificate paths provided here are only examples. The actual paths need to be determined after you mounting the CA file into your Datakit pod, and then replace the cert related passes here with the real mount pass. And after finishing this configuration, save the conf file and quit, then apply this configuration YAML for your Datakit demo set, or just wait for the deploy Datakit daemon set rebooting, and then you will find all the prompt target being discovered automatically by the Datakit collector. Um, okay, about this brief introduction to the Datakit Kubernetes Autodiscovery function. Please allow me to make a brief summary here. By adapting to the promises auto discovery mechanism, the data key collector realize the dynamic identification of scrapping targets and metrics extraction through the method of the Kubernetes resource annotations plus the collector rules configuration, reducing your configuration workload in monitoring dynamic resources of Kubernetes clusters. Among the two collection modes we provide, uh, the Prometheus automation collection is suitable for users who have used the Prometheus before and have workloads with configured auto discovery annotations in the cluster. In this mechanism, you only need to turn on the collection switch to complete the access of the auto discovery data. And the second one, the Datakit instance monitoring mode, is a centralized auto discovery management function provided by Datakit. You only need to configure the auto discovery rules in Datakit, and then you can dynamically track these workloads and collect relevant monitoring metrics, regardless of whether the workloads have promises or annotations configured.